Hey YouTube, it's MrLuBuFu, and I'm here with the complete card-by-card analysis of Magic the Gathering Core Set 2013. Now that Wizards of the Coast has posted all of the photos, all the cards for free on the internet, for everyone to see, it's public domain, I'm going to start going through it and saying, mostly from a limited context, but if there's anything that I think is worth mentioning for standard or modern or anything else like that, I'll be sure to do so. So first up on the list, a Johnny Caller of the Pride. He's a Planeswalker, and anything that's a Planeswalker, except maybe Chandra Blaze long ago, you should play if you get the opportunity. He's very, very powerful. In standard, he might see some play. I mean, giving a creature flying and double strike till end of turn is a very powerful effect, and having a Planeswalker on 5 also on 3 is also very powerful. So, it's borderline just a matter of who finds out how to break him the fastest. Next you have a Johnny Sunstrikers, a 2/2 lifelink for 2. I think it's okay. I mean, it's a solid 2-drop. There's a lot of X2s in this format, so it'll trade with a lot of stuff. Next we have Angel's Mercy. The old art, not the one from Avacyn Restored. It's unplayable. Let's move on. Angelic Benediction, 4 mana cost enchantment with Exalted, and whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may tap target creature. It's okay. I mean, it's nothing extraordinary, but if you need a decent card, like as a 20th card or so, it has a very powerful effect. Next we have Attended Knight. It's a 2/2 first strike that when it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 white soldier token. This guy is very good. As I mentioned already, there's a lot of 2/2s, and stacking first strike here makes it very powerful. Next we have Aben Squire. It's a 1/1 flyer for 2 that also has Exalted. It's also, it's a solid common. It's a nice aggressively costed creature. So if you have a nice aggressive deck, it's certainly nothing bad. Next we have Battleflight Eagle, 5 mana 2/2 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. I think it's okay. Maybe it's a 1-of or 2-of in your decks. Probably just a 1-of, because the stacking of flying and making something big means you get one good swing in, but after that you just paid 5 mana for a 2/2 flyer, which is sketchy. Next we have Captain of the Watch. 3/3 vigilance for 6. Other soldiers have +1/+1 have vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, put 3 1/1s. This guy is very, very powerful if you open him, play him. Standard playability, I mean, he's not going to see, she thing is not going to see any play. Probably a she. No, it is a she. Probably not going to see standard play for a while at least, just because the Titans are around and the Titans are the Titans, right? But until after that, it's just a matter of seeing, since for big drops you start to have a falling out. Next you have Captain's Call, 4 mana, put 3 1/1s. Not atrocious. I think it's actually okay. It's fine. It's no timely reinforcements, but it's fine. Next you have Crusader of Audric, ** for 3, equal to the number of creatures you control. I think it's going to be okay. It's probably going to be a 3/3 or 4/4, which is not unreasonable. And I mean, it never dies. Well, okay, it never dies when it's the only creature. Next, you have Divine Favor, 2 mana enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3. It's okay. Nah, it's on the worst side, so it's below average. So that's something to keep in mind. Divine Verdict, 4 mana instant, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Solid removal. Be wary though, 4 mana is a lot to leave up, so people might get, might be hesitant. Next we have Erase, which I'm going to mention because of standard possibilities, because it's a great sideboard card against like Rancor and stuff like that, because it exiles the enchantment, which is very, very good, especially for just 1 mana. Next you have Faith's Reward, 4 mana, return to the battlefield all permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. A lot of people have been talking about like a second Sunrise sort of thing in Modern with this card, which is not, horrible. But other than that, it might be, good to recover from a Wrath. Leaving up 4 mana is quite a bit, and you really have to make something happen either way, like a Restoration Angel does. You actually have Glorious Charge. 2 mana creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Not a real good combat trick in my opinion, so I don't recommend you play this one if you get the opportunity. Next you have Griffin Protector. 4 mana, 2/3 flyer. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This one seems pretty solid. 3 toughness is quite relevant, and just having a big 3 power flyer every few turns is not bad. Next you have Guardian Lions. 5 mana, 1/6 vigilance. Not very good. Move on. Guardians of Akrasa, 0/4 Defender with Exalted, which is much better than Guardian Lions, and it's only 3 mana. So if you need a nice defensive creature, this slightly better Angelic, well, it's not, I don't say it's slightly better than Angelic Wall, but it's a nice good blocker. Next you have Healer of the Pride. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 2 life. The fact that it's a 2/3 and not a 2/2 makes it a lot better. So it's a manageable play. Next you have Intrepid Hero, 3 mana, 1/1, tap to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, very very good and limited, not going to see much standard play. Next you have Knight of Glory, sort of replacing the 2 mana Knights of like Black Knight, White Knight that they've always had. It's 2/1 Exalted with Pro Black, which is good, don't get me wrong. Having evasion, sort of, and Exalted makes it pretty good. Oblivion Ring, it's solid, just always take it, it's going to see standard play as well. Audric, Master Tactician, or I like to call him Sean Connery. 3/4 First Strike is already very powerful for 4 mana, and then its secondary effect is if you can make it happen, you get to Master Warcraft the board, i.e. you can make all your creatures unblockable if you want, or just kill all their creatures if you have advantageous trades. Next is Pacifism, again, very good limited card. Pillarfield Ox, not as good of a limited card, but it's not, it's pretty bad. Let's not lie. Planar Cleansing's not bad since you get to play around, you get to see it coming. 6 mana though is a little bit pricey for standard, to be honest, and Terminus might be a little bit better. Next you have Prized Elephant. 4 mana, 3/3, gets +1/+1 if you have a forest and gains trample till end of turn. If you're playing white-green, this guy is very, very good. Otherwise, the 4 mana, 3/3 is okay. Next, you have Rain of Blades, deals 1 damage to each attacking creature. Now, this is normally, like, if this was Scars of Mirrodin, it'd be a lot better, because there were a lot of 1 toughness guys. Here, there's too many 2 toughness guys to make this very, very good. Next, we have Rock's Faithmender. It's a 1/5 lifelink. If you would gain life, you gain double it. Very solid card. Nice defender on the ground. It's pretty good. Safe Passage is not so good. I mean, yes, there are the stories of the blowout, but as a whole, it's not very good. Serra Angel's a solid limited card. A 4/4 flying vigilance for 5 is just always good all around. Serra Avatar, on the other hand, I think is just a little bit too expensive, cost-wise, not price-wise, but 7 mana. To make it very good and limited, but it's certainly, very powerful, and if you get to stick it, you have a big creature that you don't have to worry too much about. Serra Avenger, you're basically playing a 3/3 flyer, a 3/3 flying vigilance, which is not a horrible power toughness-wise in this set, so definitely good and limited. Show of Valor is among the better combat tricks in the set. For just 2 mana, so you can leave up 2 mana pretty off, or without arising too much suspicion. A creature gain +2/+4 is very good. It makes so many attacks and blocks amazing. So Show of Valor is a very good combat trick, so be wary of that if someone leaves up 2 mana and they're in white. Silvercoat Lion's just a solid 2/2 for 2, nothing extraordinary, nothing, that great. Sublime Archangel's a stupidly amazing card. Take it and win. Touch of the Eternal is a stupidly bad card. Don't take it and win. No, don't take it and win. War Falcon, if you have enough Knights or Soldiers to back it up, it could be okay. Otherwise, it's just a 2/1 that trades, which is not insane. The last 2, we have War Priest of Thune. 2 mana, when it enters the battlefield, you may destroy target enchantment. Decent sideboard, I would say. And then Warclamp Mastiff, 1/1 First Strike, which is not that good because there's too many 2/2s. Thank you guys for watching. Keep your eyes open for other parts in the series. I'll be recording all of these in one session, so I need to go get a glass of water to make sure I don't lose my voice. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.